Bam! Taciturn. Thursday, September 9th, business as usual at Comic Evolution. I wanted to make the books short and sweet today because I want to respond to as many of the statements that we had on our online survey, which is available on our website as well as on our Facebook page. We had some responses that I want to make sure that we address. Real quick, just so I'm not accused of not being mainstream, I've actually got 3 Marvel titles that I was really excited to read today. One is the new issue of Daredevil, ties into the Shadowland storyline. If you're not reading Shadowland, it's intriguing. What I hope is that the end result isn't just some demonic character taking over Matt Murdock's persona. I hope it's actually Matt dealing with his own internal conflict. It's starting to lean that way. Of course, it's got some other blatant references, but it's definitely a graying of the black and white in the Marvel Universe.
Spider-Man!
And Spider-Man. Deken, Dark Wolverine, surprisingly good. Didn't care for most of the Dark Wolverine stories. However, it was a very good character development of the character. The Dark Wolverine in the title is very suggestive. It's definitely not Logan's view of the world. Definitely worth checking out. Just came out today. And this will be the first time in, gosh, 6 years that I've recommended reading Amazing Spider-Man. This kind of ties up the whole One More Day storyline. Issues 641 and 642 both came out today. 641 is amazing. Hopefully things will get back to normal. Still a little disappointed that MJ and Spidey aren't ending up together. Sorry for the spoiler. 3 number ones this week, and there were only 3 that got my thumbs up. Another Marvel title, Invaders Now. There's some surprising cameos from some characters that you wouldn't expect in a book like this. It is not really a re-envisioning, but kind of the gathering the old troops. And there's a shocking ending that reminds me a bit of Civil War, worth checking out. Billy the Kid from Eric Powell. Very good. It's got a short Goon story that's in the back as well. And Dawn, Not to Touch the Earth. It's a one-shot. We haven't seen any Dawn stories in a long time. This one's very good. Definitely worth checking out if you're a Linsner fan. 3 books that haven't lost any ground in my mind. The Sixth Gun. I want to see this go on forever. This is an amazing read. If you're a fan of the Goon, if you're a fan of BPRD, if you're a fan of Devil's Trail, definitely up your path, or on your words. Very good read. Check it out. It's on issue 4. We've still got back issues of 1, 2, and 3. Whisper in the Walls. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to order more copies of issue 1, but issue 2 is even better than the first one. Highly recommended. And 5 Days to Die. I did suggest number 1 to everybody. Number 2 is again on the right path. It's just got a pace in the book that you don't get in most other books. Well worth reading, reminiscent of 24. Check it out. 3 trades that came out today. This one isn't so much a trade as much as it is the goofiest thing I've seen in a while. How to Survive a Garden Gnome Attack. Mr. Nussbaum, you'll know what I'm talking about here. Amazing book. I only got 4 copies. I'm trying to get more. It's hilarious. In the vein of the Zombie Survival Guide, this is what you do when you're attacked by garden gnomes. Cuba, My Revolution from Vertigo. I actually had a chance to read an advanced copy of this. Well worth it. It's about a 17-year-old girl that is raised thinking that the Castro regime is a beautiful thing, and she becomes a little disheartened in her adult life about everything that's going on in Cuba. If you're a fan of Persepolis or Mouse or anything like that, I would definitely put this on the shelf with them. Dr. Horrible, the best thing Joss Whedon's ever done. Hope he doesn't, or I hope he does more. Unfortunately, this is a collection of a one-shot as well as a couple of other stories that are added in there. This just came out today, well worth the read. Answering questions or statements. I have more fun responding to the negative and derogatory statements, but there's a few things on here that I wanted to make sure that my customers know that we addressed. One thing that was on here says, I do not care for the style and quality of your shelves and layout. It's great. Give me suggestions. If you're going to fill out the survey and you've got positive, even negative criticism, whatever it is, give me suggestions. I'd love to hear your feedback. You carry a respectable inventory. However, putting them in the middle of your store reduces your aisle space quite a lot, making it awkward and congested. To the best of my knowledge of the stores in the area, I've got a pretty decent layout as far as aisle space. If you have suggestions, again, let me know what your suggestions are so that I can move forward, hopefully make the store better for you. With the space you have available, what do you suggest we expand our inventory levels? How about DVDs, CDs, arcade games, and video games? Please just clean it up and use it for good. Here's my statement to that. I don't consider arcade games or video games a move towards the good. The reason why I carry books and why I have a bookstore is to get people to read. The reason why I carry games is so that you can actually force social interaction with kids that don't know how to interact. Unfortunately, in a world where TV and video games are taking over, social interaction is disappearing. That's my goal. Sorry if it doesn't work out for you. I do like the idea about doing DVDs and CDs. You may see that in the near future. Another statement. Basically every skanky and trashy thing you carry. For example, the half-naked girls on the walls is childish, and the ultra-violent art as well. Your generic goth art too. Most of your CE comics are uninspired hack rags. That's another story. If you don't like my comics, that's fine. You don't have to. Others do. I've got a sick and twisted mentality, so do a lot of my partners. We're going to be putting out some family-friendly books in the near future. In response to the skanky and trashy stuff, I actually had 5 people in here yesterday with recommendations on what I should pull off the wall to make sure that I don't offend my regular customers. We pulled more than 60% of the art off the walls yesterday. That art is still going to be available, but we're going to put it in a bin where you have to actually go through it, much like in an art store. I personally have, I won't consider you narrow-minded by that statement, but I'm a big fan of art. I've never really looked at anything that I had on the walls as suggestive. I don't have any nudity. If you still have concerns about the art that's on the wall, please let me know. Otherwise, we're not cutting our inventory on the art. We're just making the suggestive materials less obvious to a younger audience. Hope that works for you. Let's see. You seem to really enjoy dark stuff. Try something maybe middle of the road for all people. I know personally how hardcore and tough you are, but maybe try not to prove it with all of this spooky crap. It's corny. I'm a big fan of the horror genre. I understand that not all of my customers are, but if you take the time to look around my store, I'd say probably 90% of the store is covered with mainstream materials. That goes for toys, that goes for games, that goes for comic books. The stuff that I do have out sells, and it's often stuff that I suggest on these Taciturn videos. If you don't like it, that's fine. If you want me to cover it up, give me suggestions. I don't have porn in my store. You can go to other stores and go into their back room. To the best of my knowledge, everything that I've carried to date has been perfectly tasteful, but I've been informed otherwise, or at least told by others that some stuff might be considered suggestive. So we took care of that for you. Blah, blah, blah. I really liked your first store. You seemed like you cared about comics. Now you seem really wrapped up in your CE revolution. I've heard you put down creators who cannot begin to compare to you, kiddo. You also gotta work on grammar. You also seem like you are on the satanic side of things. On your recent blogs, you do not look so good, and I am worried about you. I know you have a good heart. Please take better care of yourself. You could be the best store around. All of this evil crap you're into is hurting your business. This is not what comics are about. Remember when your daughter asked you why you have so many comics? Show her the good side of comics, not the bad. God loves you, Chuck. Don't let my prayers and hopes for you go unanswered. You're the good guy. Be the good guy. And I still am the good guy. What's up, Greg?
What's going on? What's that?
Doing this stupid video. Wow, I don't know what to say to that. I had one other customer accuse me of being a Satanist because I had a gargoyle in the front of the store when I first opened. Last time I checked, gargoyles were protectors on the churches in France. Get educated. I'm not evil in it by any means. I spend a lot of my time taking care of other people before I take care of myself. I haven't paid myself in 3 years so that I can maintain the level of inventory that I've got in the store. Just get educated. Don't make accusations. If you've got honest opinions, give them to me. If you don't like me, that's fine. I don't expect everybody to like me. God loves me. Get over it. And that's actually the last of the survey responses that I wanted to respond to that weren't just completely derogatory. The survey is still up. Check it out. If you've got criticism, critique of any kind, give it to me. I will respond. You are my customer base. We'll take care of you. Chuck loves you. That's it for today. Next week we're going to have a special guest host, Johnny Mainstream. He's a good friend of mine, actually a business partner. So look forward to that. Don't smoke crack, say your prayers, eat your vitamins.